Buff Lehmann, Mark Taylor, Gus Worland to take you through to the conclusion of the Test match. Afternoon, gentlemen.
Afternoon, Gus, and good afternoon to listeners right around the country. This is going to be good fun. Probably not more than a half hour of cricket, but a lot of fun. The wickets are going to be on Nathan Lyon on strike. So Alzari Joseph to steam in. The sun's come out for the first time today. 2 slips and a gully, a bat pad, a deep third man for that ramp shot. There's going to be a few short balls, and Lyon, he only knows one way, play shots.
There you go. Steve Smith is 76, Lyon is 5. Alzari Joseph has the ball in his hand, and he's going to be coming in from the Stanley Street end, just waiting for some TV stuff. I think maybe the flying fox, they call it, just to leave Lyon's eyesight. And we're ready to go now. Alzari Joseph into Nathan Lyon, short ball. He works it to the man short on the leg side, no run.
Only difference here afterwards is probably have 2 out in the hook for Nathan Lyon. He's going to take it on every time. If you're going to bounce him, and you've got the third man in place, I'll probably have 2 out in the hook for him. He's not really, dare I say, the bat pad candidate, is he? He's really swinging more so than anything, or trying to hit down the ground like we saw in England when he check drove Stuart Broad for 4. So his 2 areas are dead straight or over third man or the hook shot. So is bat pad in the game? Probably not.
Alzari Joseph into Lyon, and this ball he flashes outside the off stump. He saw that vacant cover area, but it's through to the keeper.
Well, he's answered our question, Tub. How is he going to play after? He's going to try and hit a couple of boundaries and get that total down. And Steve Smith, the other end, is probably the way to go.
Yeah, he's not the worst bat.
I agree.
Right, as he showed it, Edgbaston earlier, in the English summer, where he and Pat Cummins put on over 50 for that 9th wicket there to get Australia over the line that first test, which was crucial in the Ashes series. So he batted well there. He played that shot that Darren Lehmann talked about, where he hit Broad back over mid-on. Lovely shot that.
Joseph's with him now, and this ball is full, and it's worked by Lyon. Fine and into the fence for 4. They've got a man at fine leg, but he's not fine enough to stop that. So Lyon moves to 9. Australia now needs 25.
Well, that's that one, isn't it? 1 boundary down. He went for the glory ball there. Just got it slightly wrong and just put it away nicely in the end, really. Toe of the bat, but it's fine. It's gone for 4.
You see what he's trying to do. He's trying to bowl a big Yorker. Just didn't get it right. Ended up being a bit of a fully on the shins of Nathan Lyon. He's probably trying to whip it anywhere, but could have found a better spot there. Little edge down to fine leg for 4.
He's in again. This ball is defended by Lyon off the back foot. And every delivery now is getting a clap or a cheer. The crowd are getting into it. Not a big crowd, but they're loving this from Australia, and of course, they love the GOAT.
It's been a fantastic test match, isn't it? I mean, West Indies, full credit to them. As we've said a few times, this game, they just keep coming. They won the toss and batted, Tub, which is a lot of sides don't do. We love it, being old stages. We love that intent to take the game on, and they've been excellent with a young group of players.
Alzari Joseph from the Stanley Street end. He's into Lyon, full ball again, he drives, and it might have been a dropped, caught and bowled. It was low down in his follow-through, and I think he might have put him down from his reaction, Tubby. I think he did.
Oh, absolutely. No, it was tough, but Alzari Joseph, well, he's got to be 6'5", 6'6". He's a tall man. This was hit reasonably firmly by Nathan Lyon. Goes back at about, well, knee height, maybe just below his knees. 2 hands there. Couldn't hang on. So a life for Lyon with 25 to get.
He's disappointed with himself there. It rolled onto the stumps, almost the run out.
Smithy was back.
You were happy with that?
I am. Thank you. Buffer?
Oh, I know you were disappointed with that 4. The only man that was disappointed with the 4 from Nathan Lyon, because you can't really get under it now, can he?
If it's 90-odd not out, we'll
you
be a
happy?
happy man. Joseph in, again to Lyon. This ball is short, and he goes for the pull shot, and he gets an under edge, and he's out. He's caught behind. Joseph's picked him up after dropping him the ball before, and Australia at 9 for 191, and the West Indies only need 1 more wicket to win the test.
Oh, my word. I was keeping an eye on Alzari Joseph. There was no reaction at all.
He didn't care.
Bowler. He didn't do a thing. I thought, I didn't know what he was doing. All behind the stumps are going mad. must have been a little underside edge that he didn't hear, because there was no reaction at all from the bowler. Yeah, Snicko's come up, big bottom edge. Australia still 25 behind. They've only got 1 wicket left.
This is coming down to the wire. Australia, like you said, Tubby, 25 more to win. The Windies 1 more wicket for Discovery Park's Triple M rocks cricket. Triple M rocking the cricket here at the Gabba. Australia needs 25. The Windies 1 wicket. Shamar Joseph into Steve Smith. Short ball pulled away by Smith. They've got a man out there on the mid-wicket boundary, but he won't be able to catch it. Into the fence for 4. Smithy, 4 runs, 21 needed, and he moves to 80.
Mark Taylor and I were just saying, where's he going to get a 2 and a 4? Because he has to try and take that total down. How long can Hoff bat for? Not too long, probably. Hits the first ball exactly where he had a boundary option. Now he's probably thinking, where can I get a 2? It is probably... Now they've got 3 on the leg side, 3 on the off deep. So they're not going to pitch it up. They'll knock it in probably a gully line or backward square, might get 2.
Yeah, dangerous ploy at the moment, though, isn't it? Everyone's back at the moment now for Smith.
Shamar Joseph into Smith, and he plays it back, a full ball to the bowler.
This is a crucial over for the West Indies, because there's no doubt Smith's got to go now. 21 more to get. He's going to probably back Hoff to get, hopefully get 5 or 6, best you can hope for here. So Smitty's got to get 15 of them. So he's going to have to hit boundaries, 2s and 4s, and then obviously look for a single right at the end of the over. So he'll just pick the right ball here.
Shamar Joseph from the Vulture Street end to Smith, short ball. He works out round the corner, but he doesn't take the single on offer. So just like you boys said, 2s or 4s for him at the moment.
He'll look for a gap in the deep. If he can think he can get it in a gap and get a 2, he'll get Hoff running, try and get 2s. Now up to the 4th ball coming up now, so may start thinking about taking the singles, but he won't want to leave Hazelwood to do too much.
I'm with you. I'd actually probably go the other way, even take the 2 boundaries if you could, the last 2 balls.
Shamar Joseph into Smith, another short one. Oh, and he's nicking it, and the man at second slip diving, and it just goes under his arm. A really good ball down to 3rd man. He will take a single. He nearly got Smith out.
Well,
that was the ripper.
That's where the guy came from. He took out the leg side, took him out of second slip. That would have been straight to him, that ball.
And that would have been the test match 1 for the Windies. So Smith moves to 81. Hazelwood about to face his first ball. Australia needs 20. The Windies need 1 wicket, Bull.
Tubby only wanted 7, didn't he? Did he say 7 to Josh last night? 8?
Yeah, I said 9 or 10, I think.
Right,
and Josh Hazelwood jokingly said, no, I don't need to be batting. Well, he's got some batting to do here.
And I tell you, after that ball, Joshy would be going, ooh, get him quickly, Smithy. Get him quickly.
He's got 2 balls to face from this Shamar Joseph over. He's going to be coming around the wicket. Smith at the moment with his glove off. He got a knock there with that ball that really reared off a good length. And at the moment, is he looking for a little bit of love and attention from the sheds? Because he's not...
He's taking his time. You okay, Gussie? You want to get out there?
He's standing in the way of Joseph, and he doesn't want the play to happen because he can't get his glove back on. Okay, looks like he's sorted himself out now. Shamar Joseph into Hazelwood. 4 slips. He's around the wicket, and he bowls a 4 ball that Hazelwood plays to cover. And you can hear the crowd. Well played.
I think last night in that interview, Big Gus called him the Bendermere Basher. He's going to need to bash a few here, I reckon.
And he then said that's playing 3rd grade in bush cricket.
Yeah, that was my standard, he reckons, with his batting. So
yeah,
I reckon the 2 Joseph lads here are going to test him out a little bit more than he would have got tested out in Bendermere, I suspect.
He's got 1 more ball to face. As I said, 4 slips, point, mid-off, mid-on, and a man under the lid on the leg side. Joseph around the wicket, into him. It's a full ball outside the off stump, and he doesn't have to play at it. So the crowd is up and about. That's an overdone 9 for 196. Australia required 20. The Windies 1 wicket for Discovery Park's Triple M rocks cricket. 9 for 196 Australia. They need 20 to win this test match in the series 2-0, but the Windies, a famous victory with 1 more wicket. Smith, he's 81 not out. Hazelwood has faced 2 balls. He's not out. And we have Azari Joseph in to Steve Smith. He's into him now. He tries a little reverse, and he's hit it out of the ground. He has 6 runs to Smith. He thinks he's playing a T20.
What a shot that was,
That is a great shot.
Picked his area. That Reverse. Well, it's just a lap, isn't it? T20 game.
Hey, mate, the 100's on.
The 100 is still on.
The 100's still on, Gus.
Steve Smith hits it out of the ground. He moves to 87. Australia requiring 14.
How you feeling? Yeah.
Fantastic. This is so good. Test cricket is so much better than all other types of cricket, and we're proving it here, and they're proving it in India as well. So this is wonderful stuff, and I hope you're enjoying it right across the listener network and the Triple M network. Steve Smith, can he get Australia home? They need 14. Azari Joseph.
3 balls, Gus.
In from the Stanley
6-4-4.
Street end. He's into Steve Smith now. Full ball, and Smith drives through the covers, but he doesn't think he can get 2, so he says no, and it's a dot ball.
Just wanted a little bit square, didn't he? If he hits that a little bit straighter, he'll get 2 there.
That's the area you talk about, Tub, isn't it? That area, he looks at it first. Can he get 2? No, he won't take it. He will only give Hoff the last 2 balls. When you get him down to 14 runs, he hits the last 2 balls for 4 as well. Hoff has to face an over somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
So
it's hard to keep ramping all the time as well, isn't it?
That's right. You need the build up, and he can get him.
Azari Joseph into Smith. Short ball, and he tries to cut it over the top, and he feels like he's missed out as it goes through to the keeper.
Well, it's a short boundary down at third man here. And he was thinking 6 there. It was a short ball. He really went after it, trying to hit it. There's 2 men down here at third man. One's fairly fine, and one's sort of deep backward point. But if he gets any sort of bat on that, that's going to fly way over their heads, He's thinking 6.
Nubby Taylor, Darren Lehmann, Gus Worland. Australia.
Shot. That was unbelievable.
Great shot, that one.
Exhilarating stuff. 14 needed by Australia. 1 wicket for the West Indies. Don't go anywhere. Joseph into Smith. His ball's pitched up, and Smith gets an inside edge onto the pads. He'll pick himself up a single as it goes to the keeper behind square. So Hazelwood has to face 3 deliveries in this over. No, 2 deliveries in this over.
I tell you what, it'd be nice if you could do what Lyon did and just sneak a boundary somewhere, a little one off an edge down to third man, or something flick down to fine leg.
You don't want much, do you?
No, just a cheat little boundary here. Give Smith less than 10 to get.
Because he stays leg side of the ball, he's actually a chance to nick one or hit one between gully and backward point, the way he shapes up off. He doesn't get, inside, in line with the ball. He'll stay leg side of the ball, and all he's going to try and do is pretty much let it go or dead bat it.
Azari Joseph has the pink ball in his hand. He's into Hazelwood. 3 slips in the gully. This ball is defended beautifully by Hazelwood. You can hear the crowd. They're riding every delivery, boys. No ball as well.
No ball.
I'm not sure if that's good or bad. 12 runs to win, but Hazelwood has to face that ball again.
I'll tell you in 2 balls' time.
Oh, wonderful cricket.
I tell you, we don't want to get a wicket on a no ball, though. That's one thing you don't want to do. You're celebrating a test match win and then see the umpire's arm go out. Should be a bit
Every
careful
chance,
of.
too, isn't it?
Yeah, they bowled a lot of them.
We'll check with Ethan in a moment how many no balls the Windies have, which of course is runs as well. Azari Joseph. He's got 2 for 62, and he's in to Hazelwood. Full ball, beats him outside the off stump. Looking for that Yorker.
Bad luck off. There's right idea there. He gets that away for 4 through backward point. What about the last time they won a test match here? I know we've talked about it before, but 1997. You would have played.
I was the captain of that game.
And Bluey would have played. Is that the 7-for-1 Ambrose game?
No, I don't think it was. No, that was the 92-3 game. I think it ran along on the ground.
1997.
Yeah.
I'm going as far to say, if they get over the line against Australia, this is one of their greatest test victories.
Yes. Well, they beat by 10 wickets only a week ago in Adelaide.
One of their greatest comebacks, and young kids playing the game and having a crack.
Azari Joseph from the Stanley Street end. He's into Hazelwood. Short ball, wasted ball when you think about it. Sails over the top of Hoff and into the keeper's glove, so he survives. Australia needs 12. The Windies 1 wicket for Discovery Park's Triple M Rocks cricket.
9 no balls in this innings for the West Indies. Extras count 41-18. The Windies have outbowled them by 23.
There you go.
23 runs.
When it comes down to Australia needing 12 and the Windies needing a wicket, it's huge. Shamar Joseph into Steve Smith. Short ball and he ducks out of the way. Good bouncer.
Well, we've got to ask him, don't we?
Hey, Gus.
Yes, mate.
Gus, I don't think how closely you're looking at your little fruit machine in front of you here. Smith, 88 not out.
Yeah.
So he needs 12 for his first 100 as an opening bat.
Yeah.
Australia need 12 to win.
Yeah. 6-6.
6-6.
Yeah.
Or 4-4-4.
I'm gonna jump through this window and go out on the ground and hug him if it happens.
You're going to do the Greg Ritchie.
Yeah.
With Steve Waugh in Sabina Park in 95. Jump the fence.
Wow. Just imagine what a test match. The Gabba, sunshine. Next delivery from Joseph in to Smith, and he is angling this one. He thinks he can get 2 as it goes down behind square. A good bit of fielding, but he does get back for 2. The man at third man and the man at the point boundary, it split them beautifully.
Yeah.
But he could wait for the last 2 balls now, Tubb, as well, and go 6-4.
6-4, yeah.
6-400, Gussie. Oh, sorry, Victoria. Worland commentating because Steve Smith's on strike.
10 more to win for Australia. Smith is 90. Hazelwood yet to score, but he's doing his job. He's faced 5 balls. With partnership 15 off 15.
You'd actually like to get the last 2 balls now, wouldn't you?
Joseph into Smith. And this ball is defended. It just goes straight down the mid-off, but they can't get 2, so they won't take 1.
And the reason I'm saying that, listen, is if he blocks this ball, they have to gamble a little bit, West Indies. They bring the field up to try and have a crack at Hazelwood. They probably have to. They've got 2 balls with the field up. He'd take it on, wouldn't he?
Hazelwood.
No, Smith.
Smith.
9 for 206.
If you could get within 8,
Yeah,
then the last 2 balls, he might have a crack.
10 to win for Australia. Shamar Joseph in to Steve Smith, and this ball is blazed away through the covers, and he will take the single, which means Hazelwood will have the next 2 deliveries, with Australia needing 9 and the Windies needing just the 1 wicket.
9.
9.
That's you and your big mouth.
4-4 and a tie.
Last night, Hazelwood need 9. He's not keen. Why didn't he just wait for 2 balls, hit 2 boundaries? 6-4.
But then he'd still be too short.
6-4.
6-4. You don't want much. Guy's bowling 148 clicks.
Don't care. 6-4. He's 90. He's 91.
Hazelwood might get the runs here.
Shamar Joseph's going to be bowling to him around the wicket with 4 slips. Point mid-on, mid-off. Man under the lid on the leg side short. Hazelwood. Can he survive? Joseph into him now. Oh, he's knocked him over! He's knocked him over! It's all over. Shamar Joseph gets his 7th wicket. He's run round the ground. The Windies are chasing him, and the West Indies have won the Test match. The West Indies have won by 8 runs. Smith, 91 not out. The Hoff's been knocked over off stump, and the West Indies have one of their finest, most famous victories of all time.
Well, blow me down. That's unbelievable. Oh. They're actually off the ground now. They're just down from us. They're all running and going berserk. Well deserved. Unbelievable finish for a Test match. 7 for 68 off only 11.5 Tubb.
Oh, that's a great performance. Not by the whole side, but particularly Shamar Joseph. 11.5 overs, 7 for 68, when really we came to the ground today and we didn't think he'd bowl at all. We thought his toe may well be broken. Fortunately, it wasn't, but it's got to be sore. He would have had a number of jabs. He's taken 7 wickets, and before he came on to bowl, Australia were cruising. They needed about 110 to win, 8 wickets in the shed. He removes Green, he removes Travis Head, back-to-back deliveries, and gave his side some belief, and then finished it off with a cracker. Hits the stumps to remove Josh Hazelwood. The West Indies win a famous Test match by 8 runs.
Absolutely wonderful Test match. Exactly what the Test arena needed. A Test match like this, humbled in Adelaide, and they've come back and won it. The pink ball Test match here at the Gabba. And Steve Smith at the moment and the big Hoff shaking hands with the West Indies team. They've deserved it. In the end, they've won it by 8 runs. They've knocked over Australia for 207, just shy of 51 overs, Wolf.
Yeah, Steve Smith take a bow, 91, opening the batting, carried his bat. Josh Hazelwood just had 9. That was you last night, Tubb. 9. Your fault. Off, great ball, Yorker. I mean, Steve Smith played beautifully. It was good to see him back in the runs. Hats off, West Indies. Oh, it's an amazing victory.
Oh, mate, Shamar Joseph, how good has he been? 5 for on debut a week ago at the Adelaide Oval, 5 for 94. Made 30 odd with the bat. Showed a lot of fight and and now he's down on the ground. Actually, sort of, I think he's probably in tears down there.
Yeah.
He's got his head on the turf. He's got the ball raised above his head at the moment, and everyone at the ground here is just clapping that performance. That's a great Test match performance in only his second Test match. This young fella.
Yep, that's his second 5 in 2 Test matches. 7 for 68 off 11.5 overs, and as you said, Tubbs, we didn't expect him to bowl at all today, but there was no break, so he got the injection, and he's come out and he's absolutely lit up the Gabba